Welcome to Core and Conditioning with Z Physique Fitness. You'll need a pair of light dumbbells and a mat. We're starting with a gentle warm-up. Deep breath in, reaching to the sky. Exhale all the way down to the ground, sequencing through your spine. And we're going to repeat that deep inhale, breath in, and exhaling. Rolling one vertebrae down at a time. Soft bend in the knees, letting the head hang at the bottom. And we're just getting rid of the stress from sleeping in a crunched up position or a long day at work or school. Getting ready for a great warm-up. Hanging here, I grab my elbows with my hands and let my spine relax. And moving on, we're reaching side stretch. The goal here is to open the rib cage. Not so much how far you can bend over, but how far can you reach that rib cage up to the sky to separate the ribs from the upper arm and the waist. Deep inhale as you reach. Squeeze the abs, exhale to return. Inhale, stretch and reach, looking up at that hand if you can, and squeezing the abs to return to center. Always finding yourself in between your 2 feet, finding your balance each time. Squeeze. We're reaching our shoulders back, putting our fingertips on our shoulders and adding a little mini squat, working through the legs, through the floor, releasing the tension in the back. And big inhale up, and exhale, you're going to bring your arms down and back behind you, reaching up, chest to the sky. And as you bring those arms back, it's a scoop in the abs. Reach up, chest up, scoop the abs and curl. Facing sideways now so you can see. Reach up, squeeze your abs, curl your pelvis under, reach up and squeeze your elbows together, fingertips behind your head, open that chest. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, opening the chest, and exhale, elbows together. And inhale. Last time. Putting our hands on a countertop, you're going to sequence through the spine. So the legs are wide apart, belly in, squeeze the abs up, pushing the hands down into the surface in front of you, and then sequencing through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And rinse and repeat. We're going to inhale and exhale, curl. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, head towards your spine, towards the tip of your tailbone. Unfurl that spine, stretching through. Exhale, top of the head towards your tailbone. Okay, centering. We're going to do a little side stretch, and you're going to reach your knee towards your elbow. So squeezing the abs, find your balance on one foot. Stretching behind. So we're achieving a curtsy lunge behind us, reaching that foot back to the back diagonal, and then squeezing our abs, elbow to knee. And then smooth it out. See if you can resist wanting to tap that toe down in between the transition. Squeeze, exhale, inhale, stretch. Exhale, inhale, stretch, and other side. Inhale, reaching. Find that diagonal behind you. Reach your torso all the way to the side and come up and squeeze. We're pushing down with a standing leg before we reach elbow to knee. Push down, ha, and reach. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, and inhale. You can put your hand on a surface next to you and then try and see if you can not rely on that. Reaching all the way up, we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. Find a plank, squeeze our abs, and then walk our hands back and repeat. Inhale up, exhale down, walking our hands out. Hold that plank position, squeezing your core, and walking the hands back. Inhale up, and walking it out, squeezing the core, walk it back, and reaching up. Very nice. Rolling our wrists. We do some things on our wrists today, so we want to make sure to give them a chance to loosen up and shake it out. We're going to do one last stretch with the foot in front of us. We're rocking our hips front to back, bending our back knee, and flexing our front foot. Bend and flex, and second side. We're stretching the calf of the front foot and the hamstring of the front foot. As you come forward, squeeze your butt, and as you slide back, flex that front foot. Squeeze, flex your front foot, squeeze, and flex your front foot. Very nice. All right, we're winding up here on the floor. We have some teaching moments to learn. This will help you with the workout that's ahead. You're on your forearms. You're in plank. You're going to squeeze that core and find your structure there. Find your strength. Bend your knees. Put them on the ground. Now reach one leg up and behind you and reach the other leg up and behind you. We're squeezing our core tight, reaching one arm and then reaching the other arm. You're going to repeat, lifting one leg, the other leg, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your core, and find the strength through your shoulder blades as you raise one arm at a time. Moving on. We're going to reach to a full plank and do our legs 1 and 2, and then our arms 1, still on your forearms, and 2. Let's try that again. This should really help you prepare for the superwomans that we have at the very end of our workout. Very nice. So that should help you out. We're learning another moment here. This is a core exercise. You're on the floor. You'll need one of your lightweight dumbbells, just one of them for now. Placing it between your knees and your thighs. So you're going to give it a good squeeze. You're going to put your toes on the floor and you're going to twist just your upper body side to side. Just twisting using your side obliques. The head is off the floor. You're in an abdominal curl. And now we're going to practice the lower body move. We roll up to our toes and we move our knees side to side using, once again, our obliques and twisting through the spine. Squeeze your core to come back to center. Squeeze. Find your back on the ground and squeeze. Find your back on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze. That should really help you out with our ab workout today. So we're doing a squat, both weights in hand. Squat. Squat, squat, and now we're going to practice the upper body. You're going to squat and press. Press and press. Now we're going to put those together. So you're going to squat and press. Squat and press. Keeping it up, keeping up your pace. And we're getting into our workout now. Very nice job. Keeping your breath, squeezing all through your legs to stand up, putting those weights together in both hands, both weights. We're swinging, reach up, now reach to the side, now reach across. It's like an axe, right? And then around the world and around the world. Let's try that again. Reaching up, we go side, squat, side, and around the world. Around the world, we're using our glutes and our arms and our core, stabilizing through the core as you go around. Really feel the abs working as you work through the rib cage. Reach to the side, squat, reach to the squat, all the way around and all the way around. We're going to keep this up. We have a few more reps working with our breath, enjoying the movement. This is our last rep. Really working through best we can. We're going to put our weights down after this, and we're going to do our burpees. There's no push-up in these. All you're going to need to do is reach to the sky, hands on the floor, jump your feet back, and jump your feet to your hands. So we're reaching up. Hands down, jumping back, jumping front, and reach up. Jump back, bring those feet to your hands. Squeezing our core, finding our plank in that backwards position. Keeping our hips in line with our shoulder blades so we don't drop the hips too low. Staying light on our feet. Again, working with our breath. Using your abs to pull your feet back to your hands. Pull. And using those abs to pull. Practicing our cardio and conditioning. Almost done here. And last one. Okay, very nice. We're going to be meeting on the floor. Work, you're going to need your light pound dumbbell placed between your knees. You're on your back and your hands are in cactus. We're twisting and reaching our upper body and lower body in opposite directions, finding that connection through the core. Exhaling to pull back to center, and each time making sure that your spine pulls back fully to the ground. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Our whole body is moving as one. We're practicing the concept of opposition here, where one part of our body moves in opposite direction. The other has to move with equal force to kind of keep a through line through the core. We're doing get-ups. So we have a dumbbell in one hand. We're going towards our bent knee. We're perching ourselves up on a bent elbow. So we're reaching towards that bent leg, and the hand is outstretched at a 45-degree angle next to us, and I'm sequencing down. So I'm reaching up, perching to the elbow, press all the way to the hand, and then finding my spine one vertebrae at a time back to the floor. 1, 2, 3, and reach. 1, 2, 3, and down. And reaching. And down. Just a few more here. Reaching, exhale, inhale. And exhale, reach. Switching sides. Opposite leg is bent. We're reaching towards the bent leg. And the other leg is outstretched, long. Working with our breath. Finishing up the last few reps here. This is helping train our core, our chest, hip flexor, and also working cross body from right to left. Last repetition. And we're going to meet in side plank on the floor. So weights are down. We don't need them right now. And we're just going to be reaching into side plank. Feet are together. Lifting the leg and turning our body. Toes are spread. Twisting and unfurl. Lift the leg. Plant your feet wide. Stomach in. Reaching through the chest. Twist, open, stack, and lift. Reach, open, stack your feet, and lift your leg. If this is too challenging, you can place one knee down on the floor underneath you and go to your knees. We're lifting the leg long to our knees to curl through the abs, opening, stretching the shoulder and chest, and reaching the leg again. So this would be our modified version. And we're going to switch sides. We're working obliques, glute medius, core, our lats, our rear delts, coordination and timing, side balance, and then this would be the full version with the legs fully extended. Fun to try. If your clavicle, your collarbone is bothering you, feels like too much pressure, you're going to go with the modified version. Pushing down with the forearm that's on the ground and reaching your chest really helps with that so it doesn't feel all pinched up. Okay, getting ready to move on. We're just taking a few breaths in child's pose, releasing the back and the hips. And what we have next is, I call Superwoman instead of Superman. So we're just going to be on our forearms, And we're reaching opposite arm and leg. You may remember this. We sectioned it out during the teaching moments before our workout began today. We did it legs first and then arms. And if you feel you need to do that, that would be the modified thing to do. Place the knees down on the ground and just do your arms and legs with one knee on the floor. Taking a minute to release the back. We're getting ready to start from the top. You'll need your dumbbells, and we're reaching up and down, working on our squat overhead press. This is really just to bring the heart rate back up. Condition the legs, core, shoulders. Using your breath. And we're doing our chops. So you reach through the legs like a pendulum swing overhead. And we're going to the side, squeeze the core, and to the side, around the world, and begin again. I want to make sure we don't bring those weights too far behind us. That would be dangerous, right? Just want it over your head and across the shoulders, and then around and around. Keeping our tempo up. And we're going to get ready to do our burpees. So you'll put those weights down, find your spot on the floor. Feet are going to be jumping back and to the hands. So reaching up to the sky, inhale, down to the floor, jumping those feet back and forward. And again, reaching up, down, back and forward. Stabilizing through our shoulders, using our hip flexors and abs to get the feet back to the hands. Using our hip flexors to stabilize out into that plank. Hip flexors. Abs, chest, shoulders. Landing lightly on the balls of our feet. Keeping that jump nice and light and controlled. If you need to slow this down because you're tall, you can. I'm tiny. And we're finishing this up. We're going to meet on the floor for our side swipes. So we're on our back. Weight is between our knees. Reaching our knees to the side and torso twisting. Connecting through the obliques. Low stomach is staying in tight. Rocking across your toes. Getting the base of the pelvis back to the floor in between each repetition. Finishing this up and getting ready for our get up. So we're going to take that hand weight that's between our knees and place it in one hand. And you're going to be straightening out the leg that is holding the weight. Same accordingly, reaching across to the opposite bent leg. Pushing all the way up, perching onto your forearm, and then pressing all the way to the hand. If you're having difficulty getting all the way off the ground, you can start small and just bring it to a crunch position. But in order to get up, you got to roll to your forearm halfway and then push through your back, through the back of your shoulder and your latissimus dorsi underneath your armpit to perch all the way up, squeezing the obliques. Switching sides. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Press. feel like holding that weight kind of helps me get up, just because it reminds me the amount of effort that I need to put in. And it's a very light weight. It's only 2 pounds. As you progress, you can, of course, add a heavier weight. If you're really having difficulty, do it without the weight in your hand, just body weight only. And finishing this up. Okay, we're going to be on the floor in our side plank, setting up, engaging through our lats, engaging through our waist and our gluteus minimus on the side of our body there, reaching the leg up and curling underneath ourselves, stacking and reaching again. Trying to pull your belly button in towards your spine, coordinating the body as you lift and twist. Lift and coordinating your twist. And as stated before, if it's too much on your clavicle or your collarbone, you can place your knee down and rotate through. Switching sides. Find the side plank. This would be modified right here. Lifting, lowering, onto both knees, twist and unwind. What are you feeling? We're going to move to the full version of this. And one tip is to really push that bottom leg down into the floor so that you can balance on top. So you got to push down with the side of your foot. Last one, finishing up here. We're going to release our spine, reaching our arms out in front of us. And we're getting ready to do our Superwomans again. If you're having trouble with the Superwoman move, you can do it with your knees down on the floor, either on your hands or your forearms, like a bird dog that we did in the last video, or you can just go for it. See how it goes. Connecting through our core, using our hip flexors and reaching arm and leg out. Trying to balance through that center. And releasing the back. We're getting ready to go through. We're getting ready to do this again from the top. Just grab those hand weights and make it to your feet. We're going to start by squat and reach. Squat and reach overhead. Challenging ourselves to work one more time through all of these exercises. Getting our heart conditioned. Pushing through, working with our breath. Putting those hand weights together and our chop, reaching pendulum through the legs, up, over the shoulder, over the other shoulder, around the world, and again. One of the things I love about this workout is I can do it in my kitchen, which is really great. You don't need that much space. Just throw something down on the floor and get started. As you progress, you can always increase the weight in your hands for this, for all of the exercises. And you'll notice this workout, we're working with both legs planted on the feet through the squat. We're not lunging. We're not doing a dynamic side lunge. Just working on that core centered through both feet. Moving on, putting those weights down. We're getting ready for our burpees. There's no push-up in these. If you want to add one, go right ahead. Reaching up to the sky, hands down to the floor. Jump back, jump to those hands, and repeat. So what can we do to make this a little more challenging? You could add a push-up right here, and you could add a tuck jump at the top, or even a straight jump at the top. Great modifications as you progress. And finishing this up, we're going to be meeting on the floor with the weight between your knees. Squeezing that weight, working opposite knees twist and elbows, opposite direction. This feels so good after a long day or early in the morning. Should really be feeling those obliques now on our third round. And we're doing our get-ups, extending the leg, matching leg as arm has the weight, and the opposite leg is bent, foot on the floor. You might surprise yourself that by this time you've taught your nervous system how to get all the way up. If not, just keep working on it. You're welcome to increase the weight here as well if this feels too easy for you. Switching sides, switching legs. The leg that's straight, I kind of reach that heel away from me and let the leg slide a little, the straight leg, so that you don't feel like you have to start bending that leg as you come up off the ground. And getting ready for our side plank leg raise twist. Finding our strength through our core, reach leg up, foot down, stagger the stance and twist. Coming down to the knees if it is too hard or you're getting too tired. If you're feeling great, you can keep with the advanced version of the leg straight. And you can also feel free to add a hand weight to this. It makes for an interesting challenge when you wrap through your core. I try to do as many on each side as I did the last with modified versus advanced version. So if you are breaking it up between the two options, to make sure you give yourself a chance to do both on each side. And moving on, we're stretching through our back, releasing through the spine, and we're getting ready for Superwoman. After Superwoman, we have a quick cool down, and then we will be done for today. Walking our hands out, finding our core, reaching opposite arm and leg. Knees down, quick stretch through the back, and we'll meet on the floor in straddle for our cool down. Finding yourself in a straddle, reaching up and over. We're kind of repeating the side stretch from our warm-up today, trying to open the rib cage to the sky as best as we can. We're inhaling and exhaling as you return to center. Same as before, squeezing your core to return. You can push down with your legs to help you bring your torso back to center. So I'm using that leg to push down as I come up. And my right leg pushing down with my right leg to come back up. Pushing my heels and thighs down into the floor. And reaching forward, if it feels a little sticky, you can massage the inside of your thighs with your hands. Trying to release underneath the knees, give it a little squeeze. Releasing the hamstring and the calf muscles and the fascia between. And taking some deep breaths, trying to relax through your upper body. I stack one fist on top of another so I can rest my forehead on my fists. That really helps me relax my upper back after all that hard work today. A few more breaths here. And we're going to bring this to a yogi squat. So you bring your feet up underneath you, shoulder distance or wider apart. You want to keep your heels down on the floor. And you're going to go down as far as comfortable, but you want your heels to remain on the ground. I like to kind of push my knees open with my elbows and place my hands in prayer hands at my chest. It just kind of helps me hold my upper body posture and releasing my pelvic floor. Releasing the neck, the traps. And we're standing for a quad stretch, shaking out the hips. You can hold onto a surface for this if you feel like it's helpful. Engage your core, grab your foot behind you. Bring the pelvis underneath you and drop that knee parallel to your other thigh. Switching sides. This concludes our warm-up for today. Very great job. I hope you made it through this video, and if not, the next time you try it, try to go for the 3 rounds. Great seeing you here, and looking forward to the next one. Great job.